The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check three, check three, check three. Good job right there. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
I want that.
Okay.
Spell. Defense. Give me that ball.
Look for signals.
Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Penny.
Switch it.
Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Watch twist.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
14, find it. Zoom. Hey, 0.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Murray, and his pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
It's wrong, fellas, it's wrong.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check. Look left.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tight. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calais Campbell on the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Go. 14. 35,
Mike, 35. Pick it up.
35's the mic. It's all right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking long for Went into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
27-yard line.
Again, it's Connor. And some room to work. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Sponge! Hold up. No. Good, guys. 4 down.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
No pass. One fluff.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Check 13. Check 13.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by Penny. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Jim.
14, run it.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Run it.
Slam. Watch out.
Touch 50.
Slam.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. 14.
Show.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
You can't block me. Watch the air.
Alert. Watch the whip.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey, check.
Forty.
They'll toss it to Penny. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's see what you got. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the run is Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Nice 57's right. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Doug, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long,
David Johnson on his way. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Murray now on first down. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down. Murray to air it out again. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but now it's third down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Alert, 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 alert. 43 to Mike. Hey, watch the delay. Mike's 43.
Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Bird on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52. Switch.
On 1st and 10 is counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take
Okay, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
Here we go, set. Hey, set. Here we go, set. Hey, set. Here we go, set. set. There we go, set. Reset. There we go, set. Reset. Go set. Reset. Go set. Reset. Go set. Reset. Go set. 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 Reset. We go set. Reset. 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 Keep going, O. Keep going. We go set. Reset. 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 Go set. Reset. We go set. Reset. Here we go, here we go. We go set. Reset. Set. Reset. We go set.
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing like that, we are going to win a lot of ball games this year.